countdown started. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Returnable from the 2. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week.
Here we go.
Even as passing numbers continue to rise league-wide, he reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Pull up. Here we go, here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Escapes out to the left.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Chased out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Dude, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On 1, ready?
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow trying on 4th down. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
A win is a win for him. Whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game.
The ball is out. Young lost it. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Waiting their turn on that sideline. You'd have thought they'd be focused in and ready for this, Brock, but instead, their very first snap nearly ends with them giving it away.
Well, thankfully, somebody was focused and quick thinking to get back on that ball. Now you got to settle down. You got to get back to that script and flush that negative play away.
Young working from a gun. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. Oh, what a hit! Charge the ball loose! And the Bengals get to it!
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. If you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance.
Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play. Oh, they got that one back, partner, but that is way too close for comfort. They nearly lost their second fumble to begin this game.
And you know what I'm picturing right now? This defense. They spend the week studying these offensive guys, and those are ball security offenders. They put it in harm's way so defenses take advantage, and that's exactly what this crew is doing.
Feels this clean at the 30. Across the 45. And he works this down to the 41. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And that passing touchdown he started this game off with, just what we expected from somebody who you can see is among the NFL leaders in finding the end zone this year. So first down from the 41.
Here we go. Got.
Brown on the inside give. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11 MT. Stop.
On first down, here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Gotta go.
For the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
6-7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 34-yard line.
Burrow. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 13-0 lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Panthers nothing.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 20-zip lead. That is the type of hit Brock delivered precisely to separate him from the football. And good luck to anybody trying to hold on through that.
And if you get a fumble on a return, a lot of times with how the personnel is displaced in position, you could find a lane for an immediate return. And sometimes that open space even extends the whole way to the end zone for 6.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals push their lead to 21-zip already.
Panthers nothing. to kick off for Cincinnati.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. First down from the 42.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap, now Young. It is Cup, left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Down. Yellow, 22.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Young. Oh no, he lost control of another one. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out.
Wow, it's free again! And the Bengals get to it!
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form. Making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Let's get set. Dot.
Right on the toss, right side. On the move, past the 40. He gets loose down the right side. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. Get an even 40 out of that one. And that will set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
11. Gun. Dot.
From the red zone on 1st. He rolls to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again.
Bengals 28, Panthers nothing. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. He lost the football. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. And I believe this is going to remain with the return team. You'll see the signal there. Boy, nearly a special teams gap, but they're going to hold on to the football.
Awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Hubbard again. And it's into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Loses it again. Now the Bengals have it. They're able to take this fumble back inside the red zone.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Out comes the offense for the Bengals. Their defense has been so good at giving them extra possessions this season, partner, and now it's up to the offense to be very good at paying these extra possessions off.
You know, I can't say it any better than that.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. The hot.
From the gun, it gets to Brown. He'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals blowing them out now, 34-zip. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals continue piling onto this lead.
Panthers nothing. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Carolina offense headed out now. And this has turned into a blowout very early, Brock, but still plenty of time left if they can start to put things together here. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yep.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. Lobbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
Set. Ready. Set.
Young throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And now the Bengals have it. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return. And yet again, Brock, an inability to hang on to the football. Just going to guess might be working a little harder on ball security next week. 3rd straight series they put it on the turf.
Yeah, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Any day that ends in Y, you're probably going to do it because this is incredibly frustrating to not hold on to the football. It's left them searching for answers that I'm not sure anybody has right now.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
They'll try it right with Brown. Keeps away from one. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense. And, hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays.
He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grow their lead off the turnover. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. As As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kay. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals continue adding on to that lead.
42. Panthers nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Lost control of another one. And the fumble recovery is made.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Right in. Right.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. Escapes the defender. Dancing past him. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals threatening to run away with it already.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals tack on 7 more to their lead.
Panthers nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he dodged the tackle. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Opposite. Read. Red.
And going play action. Young. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Young's pass. Intercepted.
He got hit as he tried to throw, and normally those linemen are the ones making that hit to affect the pass, Brock. It is so nice to see one of the big boys on the other end of the impact play, getting the INT that time.
And couldn't you almost feel the thought bubbles coming off his helmet? Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. You don't get many chances to get an interception as a D lineman, and that ball seemed to be in the air forever for him, but he makes the play. His friends, his family are celebrating, and most importantly, his teammates right by him.
Score one for the big boys, baby. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice.
He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Bengals 56, Panthers nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
You're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Counter play, Hubbard. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First down. A gain of 26 yards.
First down, Young.
First down, Panthers.
Checks this one down, Hubbard. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 5 still to go here, and this is second down.
Second and 5.
Ready, ready.
39-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. Pass brought in by finally caught, and he lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Up the middle, Hubbard. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Here we go.
Brings up second and 5.
They are on again with Hubbard. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stump that run before it could get going.
Down.
Young to throw here on third. Bengals get to him and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Gay on to line up this field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. Live ball picked up inside the 25.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Gun. Cut. 180.
Here's Brown to start the drive. Jukes away from one. Dodges another stop. Space on the right, and he's got room. It's inside the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals swell their first quarter by 6.
That explosive run, this guy's right up on the edge of 200 yards, Kate. And with his body of work, it could only take one more carry to cross that mark. It's suddenly become a very intriguing subplot for the rest of this game. Can he get to 200 plus? We'll get to watch.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
63. Panthers nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage which team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers set to take the field. This will be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Young to throw it. That's caught by Hubbard. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. That stop made by Barrett Carter. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Here we go. Set. 52.
Now it's Young. He has the football.